Yo, broke for a little bit after taking on these designs, doing a bunch of different creature builds, about a half an hour of hard design on creatures. Some of them came out really good. I think I like the weapon thing the best, but also in expanding on the four-legged anatomy in different directions and to creature dragon anatomy. Pretty cool, pretty perfect, I would say. But at the same time, I don't think I love any of these. Not the way that I love these Everglow designs. Not the way that I love our Digimon designs, some of the masks. Yeah, some of these like more cartoony, more light style. It's really, really good. This is just more of the creature design and anatomy stuff. This is a sick little mecha thing. That thing is so cool. Like the wrapped muscles there and like making a kind of knot that comes in around for that. I love that thing. There's that one. That's sick. But we're gonna try to do some more quick designs, some more cartoony designs, some more fresh designs, remixing design elements real quick. Like, yeah, if we do reference anything, we'll glance at it for like 1 second and then come back in with something quite new, and we'll do this like a quick video. Yeah, do this like a quick one, and then maybe do some presentation, maybe put together a more concise video instead of more FreeSketch. Be like, what can we do with this? I'm real hyped. Yeah, no, we could definitely expand on the Everglow concept as we could the Digimon concept, or the just blueprint for a multifaceted arts production company that would take on all of these things. Could work freelance on a number of projects like the Fangzoo team, but with a little bit different guidance and focus and theme. Maybe be able to collaborate with those guys, which that would be amazing. But to be able to produce creative resources, to be able to produce the kind of content that I've been making, but expanded and diversified with a team of, legendary designers. Okay. And to have like guest artists, to have like an interview show with different artists and designers would be so keen. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Let's see. This thing needs work. It looks crazy. No. That's better. Looks less terrifying. But don't work on things that aren't working too much, so much as start things that are. Yeah? And continue things that are. A big stretch. Big stretch. Yeah, cat-like stretch. A big underbite thing going on. Really big forearms. That's cool. Okay, some like different kind of creature. Good, just section of patterning there. Yeah, I have to give myself a pat on the back for everything. I want to set an example of doing that. There were a lot of times I did the opposite while I was drawing creatures and stuff. It was just like, oh, this is terrible. That's not working. You suck. It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant. It was quite discouraging. I'd want to give up and go back to what I already knew how to draw, because whoever I was watching and trying to reference from was so much better than me. And it hurt. So now that we're in like a more positive mindset, a more positive place in life, I want to be able to give example of that, you know? I mean, I want to say I've never been too awfully hard on myself, but that's not true. That's not true. But I rarely stuck around there too long, you know? It doesn't take much to realize that's not a healthy or safe place to be. So you gotta move towards something that is inspiring, is healthy, is uplifting. And hopefully our series and the work that we've done will be able to make the design space into that, and taking on some of these more complex forms and angles to create a foundation to expand into all aspects of concept design, from creatures to buildings to all sorts of characters and patterns and textures. Like in Chrono Cross, they do a bit where you're communicating with the dragon gods. You gotta go to all the different dragon god islands. I mean, it's not a spoiler. In the opening cutscene, you see some of the dragon gods. Maybe that's kind of a spoiler. Sorry, AJ. Okay, keep moving. Keep moving, brisk pace. Now figure things out. Put a beak on something. If you don't know what to do, so now you're like, whoa, it's got to fit with that. Okay, man. Know that we can do dynamic head feathers. Trying to learn more things. I don't know. I mean, we could do a super buff build. Super buff four-legged build. No, I don't think we're ready for that. Chicken thing? It could be like the size of a man and have like wings tucked behind it. And it could speak. No. And have like some prayer beads. A necklace. It's like a non-human thing that lives and resides in a human village. I love drawing happy salamander frog things, man. That's just the best. Okay. We're drawing some wild stuff for Everglow. Like there's a lantern on there that just has a hand attached to it. It didn't read that well though. So you could go in and recreate the hand that holds the lantern. Ghost hand. That's pretty cool. I love, old RPGs. There's probably some new RPGs that capture it. Claire looks so goddamn cool. That's another one I cannot wait for. I cannot wait to play Claire Obscure Expedition 33. To see what they've done with that. Will be so righteous, rewarding, satisfying, just meant to be. Good times. Haunted lantern. Let's see, we could use that kind of lantern shape for one of these pottery guys. Should probably do some directed studies and like lead that into more FreeSketch. I could just FreeSketch and all night and try to do like 100 1-minute thumbnails. That'd be crazy. I want to try and be influenced by Final Fantasy. Things like bombs. Crazy. I love how they'd remix the bomb every time. it'd still be recognizable, but some things would be changed up. There's so many variations on so many of their classics. That arm. Yo. That's cool. This thing's still running. Like, it's like the center of our design. A bit better. Long neck dog. Very pointy ears. Ooh. It's cool. Trying to drive it, stepping forward. Give it like big hair. Curves around. Goes down here. Select spaces of big fur. Way cool. We even fixed the broke dog. This thing's still too crazy. There we go. Puffy neck fur chills out most creatures. That's cool. Okay. Watched some of the No Guns Life anime earlier. It's pretty good. It really doesn't compare to the manga. It's one example where the complexity of the designs, the wild scenario and action, both worth checking out. It wasn't bad by any means, but the manga's really, really good. The manga's like awesome. See, drawing animal caricatures from masks helps when you come in and you're like drawing animals. Like, not only can you remember those caricatures, but you know, when you're learning some anatomy, and now you can, like, you know, with your architecture of design smooth and ready, you can create like a base for most types of animals and kind of just fill in the gaps of what you do not yet know. Kind of loving these long neck dogs. But the caricatures have something. They're recognizable very, very quickly. And they've got like spirit in them. There's spirit in those masks. Cool. So fluffy. So fluffy. Hand doesn't read that well. Okay, we need another chicken thing. We need it fast. fitting together really muscly things is really fun because they just like fit together with no empty space. Gobble, gobble. Some cyborg arms. Some leather pants. Okay. This can't be fun for too long. I mean, it's fun to learn design stuff. I mean, if you've dreamed about it for years, this could go on forever. He's so cool. I guess chickens don't gobble, do they? No, they do not. Turkey and chicken's clothing. Okay. We'll give these things a little bit more space. These are all like stacked into one into the next. I'm just trying to like endurance and come up with maybe some interesting ideas that then could be compiled to a nice compact space. We should give them all their own little chance to shine. You know? Look at this guy. He's throwing down a rap beat. He's got a little mic over here. Yeah, throwing down a hip hop beat. Come on, come on. Yo, yo. Bring the ladies. And get some sexy ladies in the house. Just in her hips at an angle, shoulders at the opposite angle. Doing those sexy hip hop dance moves. She got a ponytail. That works. Come on. One lady. Oh no. You can't do them like that. You gotta have at least like 5 ladies. You getting it on like that. She's just vibing. Each lady, soft to the touch. Delicate like a flower, yet destructive like a flame. He's got the ladies. It's like when you throw down your art skills or hip-hop skills. If you picked up art to get ladies, maybe also become a rapper. You could rap and do art at the same time. Be quite cool, actually. Be unexpected. Set you apart in the artist alley. I love when you can get into like just one really big lady. Not a total fatty. She is just huge and bigger. She's not like our marshmallow man. There we go. The giant lady. Oh my god. His hip hop beats are so strong, it's like creating an incantation, hex circle all the way around. You should just practice drawing some hex letters and then you can just do them reflexively. Just gesturally draw while looking at some of the Naruto glyphs and you're like, oh, he did it. God damn. Those Naruto glyphs be looking so cool. Okay, cool. We caught everything in frame. This is really the best part. This thing with some rainbow colors, though. You can make it out of robot, too. I don't want to make it out of robot, though. We don't have to change this one. Certainly we could. It looks like a squirrel. I just wanted it to do a single spiral. This guy's like the puppet master. Okay, mecha version. This is way easy because we've been drawing these quite a bit. It's got to be at least different in a number of ways, not just paneling, but like, come on, let's take advantage of the mecha orchestra. A single eye, too easy. 3-pack eyes. Oh, it looks like a Sesame Street face. How are we gonna? That's why you put the top eye in the middle, we've learned, so it's valuable. engine like, you know, venting. Venting is an important part of my sci-fi design. All the way up until now. We'll still keep some stylish venting for, you know, the legacy. I still like vents. It's like, why couldn't they got the most basic, like, 3-joint tail here. Oh man. Fun to do some low tech. But then there were like high tech. 3 high tech things connected. Maybe you can like create like a signal. Yeah, that's better. And that, and then the other panel on the same side, it's like raised. Some interesting shape design. Too much like Star Wars. It makes it look like a Star Wars helmet with the things on the side. No lie, no lie. Okay, it's coming down. He's a radio droid. Picks up different stations from like 1 million light years away. Little flat feet. Flat, tiny ramps. He's beaming in the hip-hop grooves. His music notes backwards. Sometimes my mind dyslexia. Okay. Well, I'm amazed we still have time. I guess it was only half an hour, and I had like an hour of storage, so I guess I'm not amazed. See really long arms that are like coming together in the center with the fingers pressed together. Yes. Very interesting. Cool. The cat stretch down here is just great. It's one of the best ones, in my opinion. Some Lilo and Stitch hands. Jumba. So this our pottery guy just looks like a fatty. He's cute though. Yeah, I like dynamic poses. Like one hand back, one hand forward, like tilt of the shoulder and hips. I like trying to capture that in these like simplified forms where it doesn't even take too much. Like just drawing Pikachu, and you're like, oh, okay, you got to make the form dynamic. How's he gonna be standing? It's gonna be different. Okay, we're having too much fun. It's time for some concentrated study, I think. We could do something. Like draw another long neck dog. Oh hell yeah. Get the proportions of an alpaca. Can we still make it look like a dog? It's already looking like a dog. Yeah, when you do this enough, you will eventually get it. I was tired of like referencing lions and dogs and turning around like I'm gonna draw a lion or a dog and I don't know how to do the body. Where are which muscles? I'm like, ugh. Thank you, memory. We're gonna block it in. Wild tails. Uh. Loyal sheepdog. Supersonic hearing. Okay, from here we'll like, how do we actually draw like a badass dog? It'd be like a guardian companion to an adventurer. You'd have to do adventures. Doing a lot of the pointy ears, so you might go back to like not pointy ears. Go to some of the big legs, big muscly dog. Claws are important. Like Lassie. I like the wider, thicker, muscly dog. Tibetan Mastiff. And like just some patterning type deal. Awesome. Hell yeah. This dog's a big deal. Dogs are so loyal. Nice job for doghood. Identify with dogs. Cool. A couple different types of dogs. Alright. Maybe draw some ladies. Ladies were fun. You can always draw ladies. To the side, Jen. too much torso. How we should fix the angle? No way. There. It's too ambitious. Went beyond. Some like high thigh length leather boots, but they're like loose. Not like skin tight leather, like loose leather, like workman's gloves. She's got a giant cowboy belt with bullets. And in one hand, revolver. On the other hand, another revolver. Dress strap fits like leather. She's got a collar. I don't know. We just need like a small mouth. It's upper lip. And the lower lip. Shadow. There we go. Space revolvers. Hair shan't just be tousled about. Should have a perfectly tousled. It was a bit better before. Fun to draw some stylish ladies. That was so not easy though. Like starting there and just trying to like feel like I could finish it because I'd started there. Oh yeah, I'm Masashi Kishimoto when it comes to drawing ladies. And people shooting guns. Especially ladies. We can always sit here and, mold forms until we got it technically, mathematically perfect, but in the sci-fi western future, they've increased technology for leather pants. They're like molded on. I like Evangelion and Genesis Evangelion. They like explain the skin tight suits a little bit. They like vacuum seal them on so that they fit into the Evangelions, right? Why they vacuum seal the suits? I mean, so they're like aerodynamic. He has to do it too. Yeah, when you start designing sci-fi backpacks, it's so easy just not to stop. Just to be like, nah, man. You can even do a little like wide leg stance or cross leg stance if you're actually shooting a gun. I feel like the wide leg stance is just better. I also designed it in my head both ways and thought this was more fun. Like Mass Effect meets the Dollars trilogy. She's got like exoskeleton armor on her shoulder to elbow. You know how much Yoji Shinkawa I've also practiced? So much. In Mass Effect, I'm like Rukawa at that. Like fucking Rukawa. I'm fucking Yoji Shinkawa coming up with slam dunk references. Perfect time to compare myself to Yoji Shinkawa. Okay, no, you did that way fast. You want to find your ideal balance for patterning. I feel like it would have been more dynamic partway through. But now it's more detailed and kind of cool, maybe. Oh, shit, we've actually got some time. Down and over. Got a revolver. The video where Kim Jong-gi goes in and shows you how a revolver reloads from fucking memory. So good. The reload. I love the feeling of a reload during battle. Nothing's more exhilarating. This is the most FreeSketch. Giving examples of things, learning things, and keeping a momentum. knowing that we killed that Everglow presentation has been guiding it. But yeah, we should actually try and focus with the rest of the time. Do something good. I feel like we're so close. We're so close to making the sale, to getting investment capital in the stuff that we're doing, proving the value of the work and the value of the work that I'm doing, the collaborative potential. I know I'm doing different things, but we can do it. We can beat the ADHD and make a unified perspective. I mean, a presentation of everything that we're interested in and working on, how it could fit together like stacking cups. Too much tracer. Okay. Not enough tracer, maybe. That's good. Just gotta get this leg the right shape. Throw your arm behind you dynamically when you shoot. You want a little increase in intimidation and confidence. Make revolvers out of semi-abstract paneling things so that when you draw in the shape of it like you're supposed to, and it's perfect. That's how it's meant to be. See, it looks cool now. It's cool because of that. I'm giving you the pro tips. It's late night pro tips. Cover one of your arms up in cloth. Looks cool as hell. Utility belt like Batman. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it was some Outlaw Star bullets that time. It was the craziest bullet the world's ever known. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, enough. Finesse. Again, maybe some really quick lady poses. Really good shadows on that butt. That's crazy. Captured it without even trying. I mean, I was trying to make it look cool, but the exact placement, it's fucking higher power, man. The higher power of butts. The god of butts blessed our work. Most boring arms ever? Maybe not. She's looking to the horizon. There's a rocket taking off. She's got a condition where she's easily aroused by rockets. And Space Line by Cowboy Bebop is playing. It's in my head. It's playing, of course. You should play Space Line from Cowboy Bebop. I've tried playing music on here. It does not turn out good. The audio quality is bunk, man. It's a real crazy rocket explosion. Hell yeah. And then it's a whole desert area in between them to the Mexican style desert town where she lives. She's gonna get on one of those rockets one day. Yeah. Get her way out of here. Till then, she's a gun for hire. Majestique. All right. Gloves. Skin tight bodysuit. Gloves. Can't believe that butt on the first try. It's crazy. It could still be better, but I might mess it up. I'll just let art be art. All right, I'm sending you my peace, joy, love, and light.